This is what the President of the Federal Republic of Amazonia had to say. We'll be back right after.
My fellow comrades in the movement, those who have abandoned the restoration struggle and now campaign for regime change in La République du Cameroon are no longer with us. They are the house slaves of our generation, those who lived so long in the master's house that they came to reject freedom and served to maintain their own bondage. The soft excitement over La République du Cameroon's elections or selection is tantamount to inviting the occupier to remain in Amazonia. It betrays the blood of our heroes and the wishes of our martyrs. Let no one call that naivety. There is no naivety in hell. And for 8 years, we have lived through hell. Our people are suffering, displaced, and dying daily. To know this and still collaborate with the occupier is not innocence. It is wickedness and selfishness. Some of these Chiroma and Kamto friends are amongst some of the most or same voices that once accused my presidency of wanting to sell Amazonia to La République du Cameroon. But today, through their own alliances and applauses, their true political affiliations are now clear to all. If it is not your fight, you cannot have a dog in it. They sought to seize the cockpit and sell us cheap to their one Cameroon friends. Some of these house slaves, like Frundi before them, have asked some of you to join La République du Cameroon politics and not put our eggs in one basket. But what two baskets do we have in Amazonia? There's only one basket, independence. The so-called second basket is the one Cameroon basket. It is a python's gullet waiting to swallow the eggs of our freedom. To place our eggs there is surrender or betrayal. Let me be clear. A federated one Cameroon is not a substitute for independence. It is the opposite of independence. We must not be deceived, delayed, or destroyed, not by greed, stupidity, weakness, or corruption. We are a free people, and if we will ever choose to join another country, we must negotiate as a free people. Our equality with the French Cameroon in 1961 must first be fully restored and recognized before any sovereign decision about our future can be made by us. Anything less than that is annexation in disguise. Historically, the people of southern Cameroons have been under successive foreign powers, Britain, Germany, then Britain again, before being fraudulently annexed by La République du Cameroon. None of the other territories of that former colonial entity remain under occupation today except the southern Cameroons. We were not cursed by God to live perpetually subjugated. We have restored our sovereignty and we will defend it. Only in freedom shall we decide our destiny. If French Cameroon accepted conditional independence from the French in 1958, let them know that we shall not. Our freedom is God-given and non-negotiable.
And that was the President of the Federal Republic of Amazonia. His last note there, our freedom is God-given and non-negotiable. Tonight, our target is to make a comparative analysis of what is happening in the Middle East, what's happening in Europe, and the post-elections violence and fraud in neighboring French Cameroon, because our story is intricately linked to these stories. Now, queuing into what you just said there, Barrister Ghana, I want to come to you, Commander Elvis. Tonight is it's a night that's very important for you people on the ground, where you're looking at all of these global happenings and diplomacy taking its course for negotiations. How are you guys coping on the field with enablers at this critical time when we're trying to secure the land against Cameroon's intrusion. Please, Commander Elvis, talk to us.
Oh, thank you very much, Director Patty. I want to send special greetings to my able statesmen, Barrister Ghana, Barrister Besser, and Barrister Fu. It's always a pleasure to share the studio with you guys, and I'm very interested actually in this discussion today. Reason being because I myself I spent 3 years of my life being a part of the multinational forces and observers mission that was responsible for making sure that the peace agreement between the Israelis and the Egyptians that was signed back in 1981, that it was actually implemented in total. As you probably know, Israel and Egypt signed the Camp David Accord, which back then was brokered by U.S. President Jimmy Carter. That was something that was very, very impactful. I think President Donald Trump just recently went there to sign another peace accord between, of course, Gaza and Israel, kind of mimicking the same peace accord that had happened back in the days. The forces that were there, which I happened to be part of them, we had missions to make sure that we went into monitoring the situation between those two countries, making sure that the ceasefire was held. And that applies today with the ceasefire between Hamas and Israel. We have pertinent questions that we are looking out for, right? As part of the deal, we've seen the release of hostages. Israel has released some of the Palestinian prisoners. We have already seen Hamas already handing over bodies of some deceased Israeli hostages. And these are very critical for the peace process to proceed. Of course, the humanitarian crisis is still very severe, which is very unfortunate. Right, there's been widespread destructions of infrastructure, water, electricity, hospitals, and houses. These have been damaged beyond even some repairs. We have also seen widespread reports of farming and malnutrition that have taken place, and how the world at large has been trying to uh, get to the support of these individuals. These are things that also mimic our situation, where La Republique has also stabbed us to a higher extent. They have tried to inflict so much pain on our people to a greater extent, and we have been able to resist. So going forward, looking at the Middle East and looking at our story, right? We kind of want to ask: is there a point where we also gonna come to some sort of a ceasefire with La Republique, right? Even though a truce is definitely what we would be looking forward to, but there are some places where that truce has already, you know, I can say it's already taken effect, where the military from La Republique would not go out to attack or even try to attack our Amazonian State Army. They're kind of in a state of detente, as they would call it, right? Just watching at your enemy from the other side, and he's watching at you, and nobody's is going over to cross the line to attack, right?
Yeah.
So at that point, we have these ultimate momentum now in our struggle, where we believe that it is a once in a lifetime opportunity for us Amazonians. And I think the reason for tonight's draft is very, very important. It is a draft that calls on all Amazonians to come on board because we have enough tools at our disposal right now that La Republic could not see it coming. We have the momentum on our sides. We have the ability
Yeah,
of
yeah,
calling
yeah,
the enemy of
Commander
the enemy
Elvis,
to become your friend.
Commander Elvis,
Yes.
Commander Elvis, we're gradually getting to that. But I want
Okay.
us to now, I'm queuing in, bringing, I'm giving, I interrupted by Staganade purposefully because I'm giving
Yep.
him the mic now to cue us into Europe, what's happening between Russia. Then we'll get to post-elections in La République du Cameroon, and really hitting the nail on the head why the government is calling Amazonians this time to get ready for the days ahead. Very close. We are talking about a few hours. It could be in the next 48 hours, the next 72 hours, that things can just turn all around. The question is Amazonia getting ready?